If you want to perform temporary work in Colombia under a service contract, project, or a specific task, the visitor visa for temporary service provider allows you to live and work legally in the country for a defined period. In this video, we will answer the most frequently asked questions about this visa, including family sponsorship, duration, work conditions, and more. Key question we will address: can I include my family as beneficiaries of the visitor visa for temporary service provider in Colombia? How long can I stay in Colombia with the visitor visa for temporary service provider? Does the visa for temporary service provider allows me to work in Colombia? Can I obtain permanent residency in Colombia with the temporary service provider visa? Do my educational titles need to be apostilled for using them for the temporary service provider visa? What should I do if I need to stay in Colombia with a temporary service provider visa? Stay until the end to get all the details and ensure you meet the requirements for this visa. Can I include my family as beneficiaries for the temporary service provider visa in Colombia? Yes. This visa allows the main holder to apply for visas for dependents, including a spouse or permanent partner and dependent children for up to 25 years old. How long can I stay in Colombia with the temporary service provider visa? This visa could be granted for up to 2 years, allowing you to legally carry out your activities during this period of time. Does the temporary service provider visa allow me to work in Colombia? Yes, this visa grants work authorization, but only for the specific position, entity, profession, and activity for which it was granted. It does not permit work outside of the scope defined in the visa. Can I obtain permanent residency in Colombia with the temporary service provider visa? No. The visitor visas in Colombia do not grant permanent residency. They are designed for short-term stays in the country for specific purposes. Do my educational titles need to be apostilled for using them for the temporary service provider visa? Yes, your academic credentials must be officially apostilled or legalized in the country where they were issued and translated into Spanish if they are in another language. Additionally, the entity responsible for certifying or validating your credential will depend on the profession you intend to practice in Colombia. This process ensures that your qualifications meet local professional standards. What should I do if I need to stay in Colombia longer with a visitor temporary service provider visa? If you need to stay in Colombia beyond the authorized period, you must apply for a new visa before your current one expires, ensuring compliance with the immigration requirement. It is important to note that these visas are short-term and are granted for temporary stays in the country for specific purposes. If you attempt to renew your visa, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has the discretionary authority to deny or inadmit the request, citing its temporary nature. Ready to provide your services in Colombia? Start your application today. Need professional assistance? Our team is ready to help. Fill out the form on our website and we will contact you to guide you through the application process. Have more questions? Leave them in the comments and we will answer them in an upcoming video. Subscribe and activate notifications to stay informed about visas and immigration procedures in Colombia.